The Association of Mutual Funds in India released their data for the month of August, and suffice to say that it was disappointing on almost all counts except for the growth in the total assets that we witnessed. But I'll come to that in a brief moment. Just to highlight what we actually witnessed today was a net outflow number to the tune of about 14,553 crores as compared to an inflow of over 89,000 crores in the previous month itself. Now, this is the first instance of a net outflow number that we have seen for the overall industry basis for the first time since March 2020. Even the equity outflow number that stood at about 4,000 crores as compared to the previous month's outflow of nearly 2,500 odd crores, and this is the second straight month that we have seen an outflow number for the equity category as well. But taking a deep dive into the various equity schemes that we have, there was a slight bit of disappointment over there as well, because there were quite a few categories that witnessed a big outflow number. For instance, the multi-cap and the large cap category, each of them saw an outflow of more than 1,000 crores this month itself, along with the value and the contra fund category that witnessed an outflow of nearly 800 crores, and the mid cap category also witnessing an outflow of over 500 crores. So overall, it was disappointing as far as the inflow outflow number is also concerned. And what was really standing out was that generally we have an outflow number during the quarter end, but August not being a quarter end, we did manage to see an outflow in the debt category as well, particularly the liquid category as well as the overnight fund category, which saw an outflow number in each of them. Coming on to the total assets, which was a sort of saving grace because we did manage to grow on a month-on-month basis. Overall industry assets under management grew about 2% at 27.8 lakh crores, while the equity assets grew about 5% at about 7.7 lakh crores. But the shining armor was the small cap AUM, which registered a double-digit growth because we have seen that during the last couple of months, the broader markets have outperformed overall basis as well. So that's the reason we saw the jump in the small cap AUM as well. Lastly, talking about the monthly contribution from the SIP space, that stood at 7,792 crores. What it did was register a 0.5% decline on a month-on-month basis. But if you expand the time horizon, it is even worse because this was the fifth straight month that we saw a decline in the SIP flow. And if you compare it to the March high of over 8,600, we are now at more than 10% decline for this month itself. But overall, like I said, it was disappointing as far as the AMFI August data is concerned.